Hey, well, hello there, guys. We are live. Good morning. Good morning. How we doing, fellas? How are we doing? Man, I have a bad hair day the way it looks. Oh, anyway, good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are live, and it is a great Tuesday morning. It is a great Tuesday morning. Nathan Ramirez, good morning. Best guest trading. Good morning, Jagraj. Good morning, Coca Bella, Crypto Calls, R5 Studios, Pradeep. Good morning, Dean Bishop, Jake Dell, Ace Undercover. Oh, I forgot my clock. Hang on. Good morning, Matt. Hey, you finally got your take profit accounts. Let's go. Black Coffee. Good morning, Grant Thompson, Infinite Universe, Captain Crunch. Good morning. Lawrence, good morning. Dantaloy Dan, Larry Hudo, Cly, good morning. Giz Marie. That's your itch trading. Good morning. Hey, Josh Strategist, how we doing? Good morning. Niles, good morning. You feel sorry for me, Niles? I'm over it, guys. I'm over it. It's fine. There were no kittens or puppies harmed in yesterday's making of the recap video. Just want to clarify that. There were no animals harmed in the making of that video. Good morning, Ivan, Steve, Nando. I was pretty mad though, I won't lie. All right, market, what's going to be today? How are you going to torture us today? Go ahead, just lay it on me. I'm ready. We have accepted our fate. We are ready to get punished again. Let's do this. Good morning, Matthew, Ivan, Lou. Good morning. Oh. Did I restart your Take Profit Trader accounts? Define restart. Define that. Specifically define that. That's a weird way of saying that I started over, but yes. Hey, JQ, good morning. Thank you, Niles. Amelia Stitcher, good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Guy now trading. Let's go. Lonnie Clevenger, good morning. Let's do this. All right, we have the overnight session was pretty interesting. Had a pretty decent overnight. Hey, good morning, John. By the way, John, I don't want to make this a thing, but it's Ben and Rose, not Ben and June. Ben and Rose. Her name is Rose, not June. Just saying. Cactus Steve, good morning. Oh man, we definitely are gonna possibly need some Ben and Rose in our life today, depending how if the market's gonna be in that punishing mood again today, we're definitely gonna tap into some Ben and Rose. June Rose lip sync Swifty, I'll figure it out. I see your caps lock was stuck. You still don't have a new keyboard, I see. Don't ever change, John. Don't ever change. We love you just the way you are. Scottish Futures Trader, good morning. Good morning. Man. Oh boy. No, I do not want life insurance. Thank you. Bye. All right, we're seeing a rip higher here. Right at the rip, 460s. Let's see what What are we doing, boys? I mean, I'm just gonna wait. This morning, this is a kind of today is a reset day. Today is a reset day. What a reset day looks like is we look at the market without bias, and we only take our grade A setups. That's it. That's it. Only our good setups today. And we can, if we have if those setups are losers, so be it. We're not going to jump in early. We're not going to try to prematurely get in. No, not today. They're not going to get me today. We are going to just take our good setups. We're not going to fight anything. Going to go with the flow, and everything's going to be all peaceful and happy. And we're going to all get together in a group hug and sing Kumbaya. Gonna be great. Gonna be great. Wait, is Apple tonight? You entered a lot order on the open. Only have 2 hands, and I have band-aids on 3 fingers. Oh, man. Oh, you guys crack me up. You don't like touching people? It's okay. Oh, I forgot my water, man. All right, pulling back. I mean, the overnight session here, if we look at the 1 hour chart, 1 hour chart here, we do have support here at the 350s, 370s. And we have just struggled to get up through that 600 level. So far, we have struggled getting through the 600s. So obviously the 600s are going to be very important. And we're just going to be patient. And if we see a good trade, we're also going to take it. We're not going to be hesitant. We're not going to be scared. We see a good trade, we're going to take it. I'm actually not sure what account am I going to trade today. Oh, man. I think we might trade these take profit accounts. I did get new take profit accounts, and no, I did not reset. I'm just not doing that. I ain't doing it. I ain't going to spend $650 to reset my 50K accounts that I'm not doing it, because if I blow if I don't get those accounts to the buffer, then I will actually be mad. Like, legitimately, it's not even about being profitable or not. Like, I think it's like I don't know how to say it. A, it's too expensive, and B, I'm trying to keep my expenses down for the year. So it just isn't. We're going to take our time. We're going to pass these 5 take profit trader, which are now rhythmic accounts. That's why these are not connected. When we have to trade these, when we trade these take profit trader rhythmic accounts, we're going to need to disconnect Apex and connect take profit. Going to be annoying, but I don't know what else to do. It is what it is. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But then, yeah, we're just gonna slowly and steady pass these accounts. There's no activation fee still with Take Profit Trader. I don't know when they're gonna. I have no idea when that promotion's gonna end. But we grabbed 5 more accounts. No activation fee. 30% discount if you use the code Nutty Bar, all caps. And I think the cost is $119 for a 50K. No activation fee. It's pretty decent. But anyway, ah, what do I hear? There is something upstairs happening that I feel like I should go check out. What is going on? I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but what in the world? Hmm. I have no idea what that is, but I'm gonna go check it out. I'll be right back. Hey, we're back. All right. All right, market. What are we doing? So we bounced off the 410s. Trying to break up through the 500s here. Which is the best account to buy? Which is the best 50K account to buy? I think actually Tradeify. I think Tradeify actually has the best pricing right now. At least if, well, see, that always depends. Depends if you pass on the first try. That's, which we all know that doesn't happen. But the advanced, the growth account, 50K growth account with Tradeify, with the discount applied is, how much is it? Let me look. $97.30. With Take Profit Trader, it's $119. But obviously there's give and take there, so. All right. Which bulls ready to, yeah, let's see if we get up through the 500s. We need to get up through the 500s. Okay, May 1st is Apple. Got it. That's always a big mover. Apple always moves the NQ a lot. Yeah, Tradeify is like the best deal for a no activation. They're actually a pretty good deal. Even if you go with Tradeify, the advanced account, which is very similar to the Apex 50K account, with the discount, let me look. It's very similar. It's a little more expensive than Apex, but it's pretty competitive. 40, I guess, yeah, 48.30 compared to 33.40. So a little more expensive. But anymore, I mean, it feels like Tradeify has kind of gotten their pricing figured out in a sense. But hopefully, I'm very curious now with no payout windows. I'm just hoping we don't see any more changes, like, for the bad. Like, I hope they don't have to make changes. I'm still a little bit worried about Take Profit Trader, that with them removing the daily loss limit, that they're going to be making changes down the road here pretty soon. I don't know. I hope they don't, but I also would not be shocked if they make some changes. But I hope I'm wrong. All right, here we go at the 500s, trying to get up through the 500s, through the VWAP. And there she goes, 510s. All right, I feel like if we get above the VWAP here, above this kind of 520 area, I feel okay taking some longs. We just need to be patient now, wait for a nice pullback. We get that pullback, we are going to take a trade. And try not to be scared. Just try to just take our trade and not not do anything stupid today. Let's have a very calm session. Overnight session was very calm for me, actually, which also really helped help with how everything went yesterday. So hopefully we can keep it going. But we'll see. The rules are much more lax on Tradeify. Yeah, that's what I mean. The give and take. Like there's less rules to follow. You can also only have 5 accounts. So give and take. That's the thing with prop firms anymore. With prop firms, you just got to find the right one. Find the prop firm that makes the most sense for you, and then trade that one. And that's, we don't need to argue about which one's best, because it depends what you're looking for. How is the daily loss limit a problem for take profit trader, Diego? More or less just the fact that when removing it, that I mean, obviously with prop firms, if they remove the daily loss limit, it means more people are going to be able to get payouts. So obviously, if they start to lose money, it's not sustainable, and they're going to have to make changes. That's what I'm saying. News in 10 minutes. Yes, thank you, Derek Diggs. I forgot to mention that. News in 10 minutes. So good eye. We will definitely not take a trade heading into the news. So we are at the high or at the 500s here. See if we can rip through it or not. Yes, Cody. All right, we're back. All right. All right, again, news in 9 minutes. Hey, Roger Sam. Good morning, Roger Sam. Some paid guru claims you need some large days, even occasional $1,000 days to get a payout. Why, Captain Crunch? I mean, I'd like to hear everyone's thoughts about a paid guru's claim that you can't get payouts with only small green days. I mean, if of course you can. I mean, if he doesn't believe that, here, look at this. Just show him this. Hang on. Look at this. If he thinks small days, you can't win with small days. 300, 300, 260, 300, 260, 300, $10, $2, $11, 300, 200, 500, 200, 200, 200. That was in March. February. 2, 4. There was an 8, 9, and an 8, and an 8. I know those were a little higher, but January, these are all the January ones. Some red days in there. December, these are December. I think this would negate that theory. And this this is the P&L chart. Whoop. We have made 21,000 on one account. We're ready to submit our 5th payout. Screenshot that and show it to him. Oh, hang on. I need to take this. All right, we're back. Guru lost 250,000 in one session. At least he was transparent about it. This was immediately after he said people needed to be making more and said he was going to size up. Yikes. That's a yikes. It's okay. We all know his real name. Who is it? Who is it? I don't know who it is. Hey, Mitch Marvin, how we doing? Whole country here in Spain had the power cut yesterday. Yeah, what was up with that, Mitch Marvin? Did someone know then what actually happened, or what was the deal? All right, we got 10 o'clock news coming out at 3 o'clock, by the way. Who is it? Name and shame. How we doing, Red Poker? Good morning. It's you. What? What is going on? Someone was what? Yeah, don't let that persuade you, Captain Crunch. That's just not true. Sounds to me like, yeah, that's bad advice. All right, 2 minutes to go. I'm not sure what. Oh, you guys were worried that I showed my real name. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I've shown my real name many times. It's all good. Most people go by Nutty. You guys can just call me Nutty. Yes, my real name is Lester. That is correct. All right, market, what are we doing? We are right at this 500. News is about to drop in 30 seconds. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the guru, and I didn't realize it was the guru and my name, whatever. The difference between the two. I'm not ashamed of my name, but you guys can just call me Nutty. Yeah, a lot of people call me Les. Yep, a lot of people call me Les. Years ago, they were called idiots. They're very true, John. All right, a little bit of a dip lower here on the news. Let's see what happens here. Grant Thompson trades. That is so true. When you realize that their teacher actually has a life exists outside of school, when you see him at the grocery store and they're like, "Wait, you're just a normal person outside of a school?" Okay, market. As long as we hold, if we hold this 480 level, I really do want to see this get above the 530s, and then hopefully we'll get a good pullback, and then we'll jump in. We're gonna trade our fresh, never been traded before 50K Apex accounts. I think we're gonna do that first, and then move on down the line. Don't talk me into it, Design Knob. Not today. Not today. You mean they don't live in school? Exactly, Dean Bishop. What is considered news trading before or after news are out, and how much time has to pass? For which prop firm, Lil Doozy? I like your name, by the way. Yeah, I agree, Ace Undercover. If we can break above the 530s, we should see this thing break up through. I mean, we should see this retest the 600s. To be honest. See, okay, so it's Apex. You can trade the news on Apex. You can trade, but just it's very how would I say? It's risky, very risky. But I mean, I wouldn't trade like NFP and the news that was just happened. That's you can trade that. You just can't trade a news strategy. You can't trade. You can't put a buy order and a stop sell order, or you can't go both directions and wait for the breakout of the news. You can't do that. Everyone using Guru word all the time. Years ago, they were called idiots. Yeah, exactly, Captain Crunch. All right, let's see if we can get above this 540, 550s and retest those 600s. Gotta think we're gonna retest them. One of my overnight trades, which one was it? All right, we're trying to break above, trying to break out here. 550s. Keep going. As long as we break above the 550s here, and then I'm okay. Wait on a pullback, and we will jump in. Actually, I could trade my Apex 150Ks. I could also trade that. Might actually do that. You know what? Let's do that. Definitely looking like she wants to go. And there she goes. 550s. Breaking through the 560s. Wow, look at her go. She ripping, boys. 570s. Boom. 580s. Wow, look at that. What a break. What a break up through the 580s now. She ripping. Man. I was hoping to see a little bit more of a steady move higher, but I guess this will work. You know what? I'm sorry. I need to use the restroom. I cannot disclose how long it's going to take. And we're back just in time for a pullback. Okay, now we're not going to jump in early, which probably means this is going to rip higher now, but trying to be patient. Really need we need a consolidation candle here first. Oh, man. All right, let's see if we get filled. And we did. I'm just going to look for a retest. Is this going to be one of them days again? Let's see. Let's see. We're going to get teased. All right, we just want to see this thing rip, retest those highs all the way up there at the 600s. Man, I didn't even notice. It was kind of dumb of me. I didn't really realize we actually did test the 6. Wow. And failed. That's a yikes. Hopefully we can retest again here, but sure I would have taken it in that. All right, boys, rip it. Come on, market. Let's have a good start to the day. Or not. Now we're gonna, this thing is not looking good. Rip. Not again. Not again. Not like this. I'm not sure I would have taken that trade if I would have seen that we actually did test the 600s. I mean, it was. I'm not sure I would have done that. I'm not sure I would have done that. Too late now. All right, now we're just gonna wait. Now we wait. Maybe we come back and test the 510 area here. Is this gonna go now? Getting bamboozled again. Doing its thing again. I don't like it. Gonna wait. Not we're not gonna dabble into this. Get trapped in. And I'm hearing some weird sounds here in my house. uh, by the way, the sound was Cody. He was playing guitar on the registers. Like uh good times, good. All right, we're just slowly pulling back again. And I'm just gonna let's just wait. Try not to get trapped here like I did yesterday, continuing to buy the rip lower. Let's just wait. And down we go. Like maybe we want to retest. We want to retest the VWAP there. Also have the 15-minute opening range high down here at the 480s. Maybe that's, I don't know what we're looking for here, boys. Try to be patient. Still kind of bullish, but the fact we rejected off the 600s again is a little concerning. Sorry, I've been not watching chat. Direct all questions to Coach Knob. Replace that stop with a DCA buy. Nah, not doing it. Oh, hang on, guys. 1 minute. Okay, we're back. Man, I got all kinds of things going on today. All right, market. Are we just going to continue to sell off here? What we did yesterday. Yesterday, we literally broke the 600s and then pulled back. How much did we pull back? We broke the 600s and we pulled back all the way down to the 280s. We going to do that again? I don't know, man. I definitely don't want to really be trying to catch a falling knife here. Looks like we're just going to go lower. Look at that. It's looking like we want to go lower. Okay, then. Okay, then. How are we doing? I didn't like Top Step at first because of scaling. It seems so slow and misleading, but it has made me better. By the way, John, did you see that Michael Patak? Did you guys see that he went just silence? So someone found in the Top Step terms of service, someone found that they basically said that they are going to be sharing your data with Top Step. If you use Top Step X, just assume that your data is being shared with all other platforms that use Project X. So if you're trading on Top Step X and Project X with a different prop firm, assume your data is being shared. Because they said so much on their terms of service with Top Step X, but when JMU called them out on it, now they went and deleted that verbiage on it and just did not, basically just ignored it. Just, yeah, it's interesting. And yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think that's a good thing. Okay, market. We just continue to go lower. Wow, look at that. Let's see. Maybe we want to get a. Let's see what happens here at the 480s. And there it is, 480s. Exactly, John. Exactly. Your data is being used against you. And if you think they're using the data just, they're not gonna, it's for the benefit of the trader, then I got some oceanfront property to sell you in Arizona. All right, we're trying to catch some support here off the 480s, maybe. 120 point pullback from that 600 level. So, man, seems like a pretty easy trade there to short the 600s. I don't know if anybody did it or not, but I should have been paying more attention. Should have been paying attention to it. And honestly, I didn't realize that we actually got, it was kind of dumb. You'll buy that property design up. I have the worst luck with them. Yeah. I don't think there's a coincidence that I have the prop firms that I get the most payouts from is from prop firms with consistency rules. I don't think it's a coincidence, but I know some people hate the consistency rules and they think it's not, but I don't know. I think it depends on your mentality and how you trade. But for me, I think it's pretty easy to say that I actually trade better with consistency rules than I do without. It makes me not try to go for big moves. It basically makes me have the mindset of slow and steady. uh, I'm up on Take Profit Trader today, but I think I'm going to try and just build it to the buffer nice and slow. Nice, John. That's always the problem with mine is like without consistency rules, it's just so like when you're trading well, it's just so tempting to keep trading. So tempting to keep trading and then all of a sudden you're trading and you're giving back profits and then you just want to get back to where you were, and we all know how it goes. But man, this is now trying to get a move on. Is he gonna hold? Right here would be where I would take a trade. Ah, we're bumping our head right into this. $520s. It's trying to get through the 520s here. Yeah, we can break back above the 520s here. I feel like we could see this thing move higher, but at the same time, like this could also kind of be a short setup. We're in a trend higher and the 4-hour chart, it's high. I don't know. Just don't really want to trade. Don't really feel comfortable going short. I'd much rather look for longs. Let's see if we break through this. Gotta get a break here. Can she go? Come on, baby. Hit my target and we'll move on to the next trade. Gonna be greedy here. Really? You're not gonna fill me? Yeah, that's what I thought. Get up there. This doesn't what? Let's go. We're fine. Come on, you kidding me? Okay, I'm just gonna take that. Jeez. Try not to get trying to be patient, but man, also just trying to get a win, you know? Trying to just let's lock it down. Let's lock it down. And of course, there she rips. Of course. Ah, man, we should have held. Ay, ay, ay. It's all right. It's all right. Gonna get some small wins. Sometimes you just gotta get some of those smaller. Probably should have held. Probably should have. Got that nice bounce right off of that opening range high. What a nice bounce. It was pretty nice. Now I'm not sure what to do. Sorry, guys. I've been a little distracted today. We actually, the noises and stuff that I've been hearing is we are getting some new appliances. The wife is getting a new refrigerator and a new dishwasher. And they are currently here installing it. So if I'm a little distracted and getting asked questions, that's what's happening. Okay, market, we do need to get above this 600s here. I mean, I'm not going to go long. We need to get through that 600 level before we do anything else. And there she goes. See if we can get through that 600. We chilling. The wife isn't a good dishwasher anymore. She has put in her time. She's still a great dishwasher. You know what? I actually, when I do the dishes, I actually wash the dishes instead of using the dishwasher. I'm one of those guys where I prefer to wash the dishes. I don't know what it is about it. Yeah, we're scoring some serious points here, boys. That is correct. That is definitely true. Brownie points are being stashed away. You know we're gonna need them. You know we're gonna need them at some point, so not get ahead of ourselves. The new dishwasher won't work in a blackout. This is true. This is true. All right, now let's see if we pull back further here. We could pull back into this 530, 540 area again. Trying to think, if we do that, if we pull back to the 530, 540s, am I going to take another man, that's a very interesting dilemma that we're going to be faced if we come. And down we go. Pull back to there we go, to the 50s. I mean, I feel like if we pull back here to the 540s, pull back to this EMA, I think I'm okay with taking a long right there. I think if we get a setup, I'm not going to chase anything. My brownie point wallet must have must have a hole in it, because when I really need to withdraw them, it seems they're all gone. Grant Thompson. Then you're doing it wrong. Then you're doing it wrong. And down here, now here we are at the 540s. I'm just gonna be patient. Let's just be patient here. A little worried. I'm a little bit worried about this. The fact that we still have not made a push through the 600s. And there's always a chance that it just goes without me. And I hear them banging up there. Like, what are they doing? I feel like maybe I should go check on them. Mad Cow, how we doing, Mad Cow? How we doing, Mad Cow? I saw your name earlier and then I got distracted. OG is in the chat. They're talking about a guy that needs brownie points. There you go. If there ever was a guy that needs to store up some brownie points, it's Mad Cow. Installing those appliances do not require banging. I don't know. Oh, how's the golf channel coming on? Well, I mean, it's okay, but right now we're just still getting, honestly, it's hard. It's hard to film. And I have a pretty high threshold on my expectations for my quality. So we've had a couple rounds where the quality just didn't cut it. Didn't cut it, so we had to scrap it. We had audio issues the one time. So definitely were some issues, but all right, like right here, I'm not going to get long right here, even though I technically could, just because of where we're at. I don't feel like that's going to be worth it. But we're probably going to rip up through the 600s now, so just we'll just sit and wait. We'll just sit and watch. We will observe. We'll observe. Longing at the top of the range and shorting at the bottom of the range. That sounds like fun. I shot an 18 under over the weekend. Yeah, right, Mr. Wall Street. No shot. No shot. I did go golfing the last time I went golfing, I shot 4 over. That was pretty nice. I birdied every hole in Vegas. You're playing in the World Ski and Golf Championships next week. What is that? Do you ski as you golf? Now I want to see. We got to get up through that 580s. We have to do it. You have to ski a GS run, and your time behind the leader gives you a handicap for 2 rounds of golf. Are you serious, Snowman? That's crazy. That is wild. Hey, does anyone know if I can buy Ninja Trader's Dow Jones level 1 data plan while using Ninja Trader as a prop firm user? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Diego. The copier I am using is Replicanto. Replicanto. By the way, guys, also I wanted to mention this. I know there's not a lot of you out there that are using QuantGuard, but for those of you that are using QuantGuard, they are currently under maintenance. Under maintenance right now. Because, do you know why? QuantGuard is under maintenance because someone, I'm suspicious, I'm not going to name any names, but I'm suspicious it's one of you guys that is listening. Because supposedly it was a new user. A new user just went, and after they were locked out, I guess they were upset, whatever, and they just kept spamming the buy button. And they spammed it so much that it crashed the system, and it left 30,000 pending orders within their Apex system. Which one of you guys was it? Come on, just fess up. Go ahead and just tell me. I know it's one of you guys. Gotta be. I mean, there's no other viewer, there's no other chat that would do that type of thing. So just tell me. It's okay. We are in a safe space. Was it on Trade-Evate? I don't even know. No, it was on Rhythmic. It was on Rhythmic. It was not yesterday. It was Friday. It it was June. Never used it, Your Honor. Come on. Come on, everybody. Just admit it. It's fine. It's fine. Promise I won't make fun of you. I promise. Got my legs crossed though. When I heard what happened, I'm like, yeah, that's got to be one of my viewers. I love you guys though. You know that, right? You know what I thought to myself? I thought to myself, they probably it was probably on Friday. They went on tilt, and then as they were on tilt, what put them over the edge, I made them listen to Ben and Rose. I made them listen to Ben and Rose, and it put them over the edge. They just couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle it, and they just lost their absolute mind. Yeah, 30,000 orders. They literally held down the enter button. That's how it looked like. Crazy. I tell you what, man. Sure is fun. You know what they used to say? I'm at, my dad would always go, you know, especially us kids, he'd make one of those big sighs. He'd be like, "Oh, it sure is hard to find good help around here." I feel like that's like an old time saying. Sure is hard to find good help around here. Maybe they had a stroke or heart attack and collapsed on the keyboard. I don't even know what happened to their accounts. I hope they blew them. They deserve to blow them. But I don't know. I don't know. My wife says that when I'm not helping doing chores. You know what? You know what I enjoy? I enjoy watching some good pranks. And the other day I saw a prank. It was a short. It was a YouTube short. And the wife always used soap. And the guy goes, and the soap was like a yellowish color. So the guy goes and takes he takes a potato. He takes a potato and he carves the potato to look like the soap. So he makes it smooth and everything. Like, I mean, the guy must have done a really good job making it look like soap. And the wife is starting to wash her face. And she must have noticed something, like that something is odd with the soap. Like the texture felt a little bit different because she mentioned it. But then then she keeps using the soap, and she doesn't realize that she's using a potato. I don't know why that just tickled me. It really tickled me. Oh, it was so funny. And the guy doing the video, oh, he just lost it. He just couldn't help. He was laughing so hard. Oh, it was so funny. Here she was, and the reason it was also funny is she asked him why the soap is different, and he just made an excuse that he was carving on it. And she was like, as she's using the soap, she's like, "You're such an idiot. Why would you carve on the soap?" And she keeps using a potato to wash her face. Oh, man. I love myself a good one. A good prank is hard to beat. Talking about good pranks, did I ever tell you guys the prank that my wife did on me? I need to tell you guys this. I feel like maybe I've told you guys, but back when we got married, we moved into a house, and it was let's just say it was a starter house. Wow, look at this. It's gonna rip through the 600s now. We definitely missed out. Wah, wah. Hang on. Man, I kind of want to watch, but remind me, I need to tell you guys the story of how she pranked me. Yeah, apparently the smeller wasn't that great. Do you think the 30,000 orders could have been due to copy trading multiple accounts? I don't think so, Captain Crime. I don't know. You hope it wasn't you? Uh-oh, we have a culprit. I'm just kidding, Captain Crunch. I took that with 5 minis. Let's go, Cody Cook. Nicely done. All right, now this is a precarious time up here at the 600s once again. Is it going to go this time? And you definitely could have taken a long here, but I feel like it wasn't worth it with where we were at. Same as this. Like, to be honest, we need to get above the 620s and hold it. We need to get above the 620s and hold it for me to trust this move higher. I've been, this 600 level has burned us a couple times too many. So we're gonna be patient. But it's still a good trade, Cody. Nice trade. I think it was you. You walked away from the stream. It wasn't me. Oh, I see, Captain Crunch. So yeah, so the way that Quant Guard works is it will open the position, but then it immediately closes it. So if you spam, that will cause issues. So I don't know. Basically, he's trying to create something that prevents that from happening. So, all right, getting a pullback right off the 600s again. Feels very risky to short here. It feels very risky to go long. But anyway, of all your accounts being blown and send it to yikes. But going back to my wife pranking me, the house we were in only had one shower, and the shower was in the basement. Okay? It was a very crude shower, and you couldn't fully close the door that was for the shower. So you could never actually close it and lock it. It would always be like partially open. Kind of annoying, whatever. And we were just married. I was taking a shower, and okay, the way I wash obviously I wash my hair in the shower, And, back then I had a mop of hair, and, I always close, I mean, I think everyone does. You close your eyes when you wash your hair. And unbeknownst to me, so I start washing my hair, and I mean, I couldn't I couldn't get it rinsed. Like I was rinsing it, and it just kept making more and more suds. Like I was like starting to like, what is, and here meantime, my wife had a bottle of shampoo, and every time my hand would move away from my head, she would put more soap on top of my hair. And here I was like an idiot trying to wash it all off. And I was starting to freak out like, what is going on with this stupid shampoo? And I went on that for probably 2-3 minutes until I was ready to start. I was ready to fight somebody. Oh, I was starting to get very upset about this stupid shampoo. And then all of a sudden, I heard a little snicker, and I knew exactly what was going on. Oh, man. All right, we are breaking through, folks. 610s. Now, we got to get through the 620s and hold it. And then I will jump in, just because I mean, we're going to wait for a nice pullback, but I think we got to definitely look for longs here. I am not a reversal trader, so there's probably a lot of people going short right here, but I just can't do it. Yeah, it was hilarious. She got me good. She's a prankster. My wife is a prankster. I've gotten her back, but then you know what else she does sometimes? I'll be taking a shower, and I'll be taking a shower, minding my own business in my own personal time, trying to just relax. And she'll take like a small bowl, like she'll have like a small bowl, a decent amount of water, right? And she'll just make it absolutely cold, and she'll just dump it over top of the curtain in the shower and douse me in cold water. Oh, that gets me going. Or even worse, what she'll do, she'll wait till I'm taking a shower, and she knows when I'm washing my hair, previous experiences, she knows that I'm close my eyes. So she'll sneak into the bathroom. She'll sneak in, she'll pull back the curtain, be very quiet about it, and then she'll go turn the water, and she'll turn it all the way to cold. Oh, if that doesn't get you going, I mean, you're just here minding your own business, washing your hair, and all of a sudden the water is just freezing cold. And then, not like you can get away from it. You got to go turn it off or something. Oh, but don't worry, I get her back. Don't worry. It's all fine. I like to scare her. That's what I like. I enjoy scaring her, and that's how I get her back. I got my share of I got her back. Don't worry. It keeps life interesting when you prank each other. But here's the thing. When you're a pranking couple, it's very, very important that you can take it and you can give it out. Which I can take it, she can take it, and we can give it out. That's what makes it. If there's nothing that's less fun than someone that is always pranking someone else, but then when someone does it on them, they throw like a 2-year-old tantrum. But no, we have good time. We have a good time. It's never far away from a heart attack. Traders. We did that one time. So the one way we got her back one time, the way I got her back one time is I got a spider. I got one of those real spiders, like they look real. And I waited till like I planned this everything to the T. I tied it to a fish line and I put the spider on her desk, kind of like hiding a little bit under her papers so she couldn't see it. And I waited till she was and I put the line where I could pull it. And I waited till she was sitting at her desk and she was just minding her business, doing her thing. And then I went and got that string and I just pulled it slowly out from underneath the paper. Oh, that was so good. She freaked out. I mean, she absolutely lost it. Oh, that was so funny. You know what? I told her we need to video our pranks. We really need to. Because it would be hilarious. Oh, she was so that was so funny. My son and I was playing hide and seek. He was hiding in the shower in the dark. I knew where he was and I snuck in and turned the water on. Trip Moses. Oh, that's too funny. All right. I mean, we did not really make yes, we did make new highs. We did kind of breach through the 600s, but I'm not taking this long. I'm not doing it. Even though it technically is probably okay. Just not doing it. All right, let's be I'm just not taking this long. I'm not doing it. Even though it could technically definitely take this for a long right here at the 580s, but I am a little too scared of this 600 level. Hey, Stephen Arthur, good morning. Good morning, Camber Trades. Traitorous Chick, by the way, good morning. BR, good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's never a win-win situation with me. She pranks me, I prank back, and then all of a sudden I'm in timeout. No, the reason you're in timeout, Mad Cow, is because you probably keep calling her a cow. There's only one thing worse than calling your wife a cow, and that's calling her a mad cow, and then also telling her to calm down. You actually might not live through that. You might die. That actually might be self-defense. That might be a good argument for self-defense. You call your wife, if you tell your wife to calm down and call her a mad cow, and you get killed in the process, I don't know. If I'm on that jury, it's like a throw up. I'm like, yeah, I kind of deserved it. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. What do you think, guys? You really are asking to die. It's just that simple. Can you imagine the lawyer's defense is self-defense. Like, well, but he got shot in the head, but he did call her a mad cow. And the opposition's like, yeah, it's true. I don't have no argument. Oh man. You're gonna try that one, Cy and Pride. Rip. You got my second daily payout with Take Profit Trader. Let's go, Paul Moses. Use code NBT. Please tell me, please. Please tell me you use code Nutty Bar and not NBT if it was Take Profit Trader. Take Profit Trader, my code is someone else is using code NBT. They stole it from me, so I guess kudos to them. Oh man. Things you hate to see. All right, this is kind of interesting level here. Are we going lower? I've been using NBT on Take Profit Trader for a while. Oh, I'm not shocked. I know people use NBT on Take Profit. They think it's my code, but it's not. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. I'm still convinced it's one of you guys that stole the code. I'm not even mad. You just gotta respect it, I guess. Gotta respect the hustle. All right, there she goes, down below the EMA now. I feel like this is where we gotta be careful, or why we have to be careful. This really could just end up dumping now. You used my code on APEC? Let's go, Travis. Now that's the right code. Let's go. Love it. It was Joom. Niles. Too funny. Maybe it's my wife. Sounds like a good prank. Uh-huh. I need to ask. All right. I mean, are we just gonna roll over here again? I really hope we don't. But I am just gonna be patient. Today we will be patient. My main objective today was A, take good trades, take good setups, be patient, don't overtrade. Just I don't even care if we end the day like this, I'm going to consider it a good day. I do want to trade my Take Profit Trader though. We need to trade the Take Profit Trader accounts. At least get a trade in so it counts as a traded day. So I kind of wanted to wait until we get above the 600s. And this is starting to look heavy again. This is starting to look like at least like we want to at least come test the 520s. Hey DL, how we doing? He's dyslexic. You've been using TMB instead or TVM. You just proved that you actually are dyslexic, DL. Oh man, that's funny. By the way, I keep asking and no one knows, which is fine, but does someone know if Top Step still have, like, have they made the change on the consistency rules? Or was that all just a big talking point and they've never even went through with it? What happened? How was the dentist yesterday? I don't even want to dude. We need to talk about dentists, okay? By the way, we also need to talk about the Browns draft. We didn't even get to that yesterday because I was so upset over this stupid market. But dentists first. So here's the thing. Maybe I have a little bit of accountability in this whole thing. Okay, my wife was trying to very gently and kindly point out that if I would go to regular dentist checkups, maybe this wouldn't happen. But that's beside the point. A dentist offers a service. I pay for said service when I feel like it's necessary. All right? If I have a vehicle, I'm not going to just go in and have them check to see if something's wrong every 6 months so they can charge me again. All right? If we have any dentists in the chat, if there's any dentists in the chat, you probably need to leave. It's probably best for you if you leave at this time. I'm going to give you guys about a minute, 30 seconds. Go ahead and leave. Leave the chat. Just leave. You're not going to want to hear it. So anyway, the whole checkup thing, yeah, whatever. I'm out. I'm fine. When I feel like there's something wrong with my teeth, that's when I will go to the dentist, okay? That's just how we do it here. So now there's something wrong with my teeth. I schedule an appointment, which by the way took 4 weeks. Finally, I get a dentist appointment. I go in. These are the same people that I've gone to in the past. They have my x-rays, everything. I tell them what's wrong. First of all, a prior filling that they put in came out. So a filling came out that they put in. Now, where I come from, that's like problem, you know, that's like that would be similar to me when I make a table and a chair and I sell it to a customer and then the chair breaks, you know, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Your chair broke. Let me fix it," right? You would think you would be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let me fix that for you." Nope, nothing like that at all. Just basically, I assumed full fault for it. They did nothing wrong. Then they get in there, first of all, with their stupid little tools that are torture sessions, and then they wonder why I don't want to go to the dentist in the first place. Well, first of all, stop using your little metal pricks like a weapon, okay? They go in there, and first of all, I tell them, hey, I got a filling out, and it hurts. And guess what their instinct was when I told them that it hurts? Their first instinct was to take a metal prod with a pointy end on it and go and poke around in it. And I'm just like, really? Like, I whimpered like a little girl and it hurt. I'm like, ow. And then they were like, oh, it hurt? Did that hurt? And I'm like, yeah, it hurt. Like, was I not clear? Hello? Oh, my word. Anyway, I digress. I was trying to be a man and act tough. But Anytime they got that little prod and they started coming close to my mouth with it, my legs, my arms, everything got all tense. And I mean, it was like a torture chamber, and I was just ready. Ah! Anyway, long story short, they take an X-ray just to make sure that I guess they couldn't, I don't know. They took an X-ray, whatever. And then the guy comes back and he's like, hey, well, here's what I like, here's what we need to do. And he's like, we need to add the filling again. We need to put filling back in. It looks like the filling broke out and also part of your tooth broke as well. And I'm like, I ain't no dentist. I could have told you that. Like, I knew that coming in here. But anyway, he goes, yeah, it's getting really close to your nerve. Like, yeah, makes sense. Then he goes, we need to get this treated as soon as possible. And here I'm all on board. I'm like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agree. Let's get this over with right now. And then he goes, but I don't have time to do it right now. And I'm like, oh dear. Okay. And the other thing he tells me, he's like, well, it's really close to your nerve. So, if it gets any deeper, we're probably going to have to do a root canal, which at that point, you might as well, like, that is an actual torture chamber. I don't even want to get into, but he said, it looks like, if it goes any deeper, then we're going to have to do a root canal. I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm like, yeah, let's just do a filling and do it as, let's just do it as soon as possible. Let's do the filling and we don't have to do the root canal. So he goes, well, I don't have time to, again, he didn't have time to do it that day. So then he says, go out and talk to the receptionist and they will get you scheduled. They'll get you scheduled and everything to do the filling, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, great. Okay. I'm on board. And I kid you not, I go up there, and I'm on the under the impression that this is urgent, right? This is urgent. We need to do it ASAP. And I kid you not, she comes back and she's like, the first opening we have is July 1st. I'm not joking. Literally July 1st. I'm like, if I'll even be alive by that time, hello? Like, are we serious? That's 10 weeks from now. And I'm like, the dentist just got done telling me this is like something we need to do as soon as possible. I'm just anyway, that's how I feel about the whole dentist trip, but I'm glad you guys asked about my dentist visit. That pretty much sums it up. And then I come home directly from my dentist visit to do my recap. So that kind of explains why I wasn't in the best of moods when I did my recap last night. So there you go. It is what it is. Go to a non-Amish dentist next time. Oh man. Sounds like a busy guy. Yep, I'm sure he was like, he probably did his calculations, right? He's like, well, this thing is like a couple centimeters from the nerve. And yeah, it's going to be about 10 weeks. Yeah, 10 weeks. 10 weeks at minimum. That nerve will definitely be hit. And that's 100% root canal by then. Go ahead and book them for July 1st, guys. That sure is how it seemed. That sure is what it seemed like. I am no conspiracy theorist, but seems like a pretty good profitable way of doing business. Needless to say, I am currently Googling for other dentists. Pretty sure he doesn't watch the stream. All right, Market. I'm focusing again. I'm that's end of the dentist rant. We can focus again. And then my wife was so kind. Oh, so kind and dear to remind me that yeah, but if you did your 6 months checkups, you know, this probably wouldn't happen. I'm like, woman, you are on thin ice, my friend. Oh. Mr. Wall Street. One of my friends used to say a lot of doctors do business of fear. uh all dentists are backed up. Come on. There ain't no shot. There is no shot if I call around and every single dentist is booked out past July. You know what the conspiracy theory in me wants to do? Like, this is where my brain has a little bit of issues, I agree. But my alter ego, this is what I want to do, and I'm not saying that I won't do it. I'm not saying that I am going to do it, and I'm not saying that you guys should do this, but here's what I want to do. I want to call in to the same dentist guy, maybe a different phone number now that I think about it. Different phone number, and I'll call in and I'll be like, "Yeah, this is John. Yeah, this is John Schmaltz. Yeah, hey, I've never been to the dentist. I'm a new patient. I'm not happy about so and so. I'm just coming from them. They're competitors." And I'm like, "But hey, I got this bad toothache and I know it's going to require a filling. Just curious, how quickly can you squeeze me in?" And if those guys are like, "Yeah, you know what? We can squeeze you in next week." Oh, oh, we got big problems. Oh, conspiracy theory confirmed. Don't try to cross Nutty. I don't know, man. Don't do it. I got my ways. Better think things through before you try to pull one over Nutty. All right, Market. Let's focus here. We need to stop our dentist rant. Make us miss out on this trade now. I might do it, Jenna. I'm not kidding. I might. Can't confirm nor deny. Ace undercover. Oh, that's too funny. Good morning, Lynn Davenport. I had a dentist in Texas that said I needed a bunch of work. I got a second opinion from another dentist, and he said that I didn't have any issues. Oh, dear. Yeah. Ah, that's too funny, Ace Undercover. Don't lie, you said yes, dear. I should do it while on stream. I don't want to be Can you guys imagine? Here's what I this would be so bad. Can you imagine I do that? I call in to the dentist as John Schmaltz and new patient. I need a filling. I would even give him the tooth number. Yeah, it's tooth number 18. It's pretty bad. Need a filling. Need to do it ASAP. And they're like, you know what? Let's fit you in. And I go along with it. And then I show up at the dentist as John Schmaltz. You think they would notice? Like, wow, you look very similar. Like, wow, I just had a guy in here that had a very similar looking tooth. So weird. I'm like, yeah, it's weird. Why don't you just go ahead and fill it and shut up? Oh, man. If I'm feeling better from yesterday's craziness, Dominic, yeah, we're feeling great. Never trust anyone named John Schmaltz. I feel like I dragged John's name into this. That was unintentional. uh that does remind me. I do have a very bad history of dentists. I'm not gonna lie. My history with dentists are not great. I might have had a prior I might have had a previous dentist. I might have had a previous dentist that I bit. Oh man, I forgot about that. That was But in my defense, she told me to bite down. She wasn't expecting me to respond as soon as I did. They they numbed my mouth, of course, so everything was numb, and they pulled one of my teeth, and the dentist was putting and to be fair, this dentist was a rough one. Like, she was very rough. I'm not saying I did it on purpose, okay? But just for context, she was just rude and very rough. You could tell you can just tell. Like, you can tell when a dentist enjoys the torture. Like, you can just tell. And she enjoyed it. But anyway, she pulled my tooth and she was putting the gauze. She had the gauze in her finger and she would put it in my mouth to put the gauze in and she did. She said bite down and I just bit down. And she squealed like a little pig. She's like yelped and ouch. She was not happy. She was not happy. She's like, that was my finger. Like, hey, I'm sorry. You said bite down. But I did. Oh man. Me and dentists, we just definitely don't have that good of a history. Every time you drive by a construction site, 1-800 Porta John on every porta potty. That's true. I've learned from this that only things worse than going to the dentist is having a discussion about going to the dentist. It is. It's his own fault. I mean, I felt bad. I apologize, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe next time don't tell someone to bite. Don't tell someone to bite when your finger is still in their mouth. I don't know. How smart are these dentists really, you know? All right, market. What are we doing? Scalping with Tom. You are a twisted human being. What is the indicator which you use to plot session high and session low? It's the trade devil indicators called initial balance. Hmm. All right, market. Back down to the VWAP, back down to the 520s. I'm just starting to think that those 600s are just not going to get hit today. Hang on, I got to check something. I got to see if they're done with the appliances. I want to see them. Hang on 1 minute. We're back. Oh man, sorry about that. I shouldn't have gone upstairs. The appliance guys had some questions. Had some questions on some things. Had to get out the hammer and do some hammering. Need to modify one of the spaces a little bit. All right, market. We are really just going nowhere. We did hold the 500s held. We did hold here at the 500s. Anyone know if I exceeded the 30% drawdown on Apex, can I trade more days to get the overall profit to where the 50% drawdown from Friday becomes 30? Yeah, Nathan Fuller, you can do that. Yeah. What happened to the closet, Jack? That was our rental home. We were just renting in that home in Florida. We are now moved back to Ohio. This is our home here in Ohio. Oh, I just realized I have a doctor's appointment today. How do I not remember these things? I have a doctor's appointment. Whatever. Oh. All right. Man. Any 90% off Apex? Definitely not, Jay. We just got done doing a 90%. They just got done doing a 90% sale, so definitely not going to happen anytime soon that I'm aware of. Do you know if you can get your total expense from Take Profit Trader like Apex? It's actually a really good question, Alua Tosin, and not really. I actually sent Take Profit Trader an email when I was doing taxes. Just kind of like, hey, it would be nice if you guys would have a way that we could pull all our, like other props do as well. So I just got it from my credit card statements is how I ended up doing it, but can you explain the process for Take Profit Trader accounts? I'm new to them. Chad Corand, you just basically when you get the evals, you have to trade for 5 days, get the profit target, and then you will get your accounts, your funded accounts, then you need to get above the profit threshold. Once you're above the profit threshold, you can take payouts daily. Man, right now this market is just looking very mid. Looking very meh. Can you get your total expenses from Apex VR? Yeah, on the dashboard, if you scroll down on the dashboard, you can see all your receipts, your invoices. Matty Matt, is that actually how long it took? 17 days. And that's unacceptable. Yeah, Captain Crunch, I agree. Right now, I'm just looking forward to when it will work again. Now I got it called up. Hang on, guys. I gotta call someone now. All right, he did not pick up. Ah, market. What are we gonna do? I mean, if we come and test this VWAP again, yes, we could take. Feel like this is gonna go higher, but I don't know when. I do not know when. I'm breaking down. I have too many doctor's appointments. Yeah, I know. I had a dentist appointment yesterday and doctor appointment today. Talk about let's not do this again. But I guess rather just get it all over with. Go ahead, rip off the band-aid, tell me everything that's wrong, and then we'll proceed as we see fit. The boom boom is still in sell signal. Interesting. Do you primarily focus on 2-minute time frame? Yes, SkyMatt, I do. I do look at other time frames as well. I look at the 15-minute, I look at the 30-minute, I look at the 1 hour, but overall I look at the 2-minute to take my trades. Man, we just can't get over that 600 level. Oh no, Niles, I'm sorry. Did not know about an order that, oh man, that's unfortunate. The draft, the dentist, and the doctor. Oh yeah, the draft. The Browns draft. I guess overall it was probably actually a pretty good draft. It was a pretty good draft, but I don't know. Could have been better. Why didn't, if they would have taken Travis Hunter as the second pick, they could have had Shador and Travis Hunter. Like, did I get that right? And then why are they taking Dylan Gabriel? That was a head scratcher. That makes no sense. Like, I don't get it. What was the plan? What was the plan on that? And here we go. About to test the 520s again. If we come back and test this and I get an entry, I'm going to be very encouraged to take this. It's also 12 o'clock and we're kind of just chopping back and forth now. 2 QBs and 2 running backs. Yeah, I don't know, Giorani trades. It does seem, I mean, the Browns don't make sense. That's one thing you just got to accept. The Browns, they don't even know what they're doing. It's just I'm convinced I could run that organization from here, but whatever. It just doesn't make sense. My hopes for the Browns this year are very, very low. Which means they will probably exceed our expectations just so we can actually have expectations again, just so that they can then completely destroy any kind of hope we might have had. That's kind of how it works with the Browns. After a while, you just kind of accept it, and it's just a form of abuse. It's a form of abuse that you just kind of okay with at that point. Like an abusive relationship, and you're just okay with it. You know you're gonna get abused, but you're not gonna do anything about it. Very sad. It's a sad situation. As a Browns fan, our scar tissue is we have so much scar tissue that there's very little that can actually hurt us anymore. Shedeur brings excitement. I've never been excited to see a Browns game, and I am now. I mean, he's not going to start. He might play at game 10. He might play by game 10 when they're 0-9, you know. Same with my scar tissue in trading. Yeah, it's very similar. It is very similar. Oh dear, am I gonna take? I almost have to take this. I mean, I almost have to do it. And where am I gonna have my stop here? I feel like a really tight stop would be right here. Don't want to. I want to have it below VWAP though. Hopefully, we don't even have to decide. Come on, just let's just get a nice green candle here. Come on. If there's any other organization that can relate to the Browns, it's probably the Raiders. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. I do think the Raiders are on us. Have had a similar trajectory as the Browns. You know what? I'm gonna take it off right here. I'm just not in the mood to sit through any kind of like. We're just gonna take our small wins today. I'm not in the mood to fight. Got no fight left in me. Hey, and there it goes. Of course, when I take my profit, it's gonna rip, of course, to new highs, but that's okay. That's okay. Wife call wanted to call her cow just to hear her reaction. You like living on the edge, don't you, Bobby? Don't you? Jet fans here, not far off. True. True. The Jets, they're definitely out there. They're up there with the same kind of suffering. You see how the Raiders grow the grass for their stadium? Yeah, I did see that. I did see that, John. That's pretty cool. That's crazy. Can you get in again and the new trade resets for 30%? Captain Jim, yes, that is correct. Yep, that is really cool. Whenever I watch traders streams, I always try to move their screen like it's mine. Oh no. That would be frustrating. Uh wow. Okay, now let's if we get up through the 580s and you could almost take a breakout trade here. Man, it's Tempting. It's tempting. Not breakout trades are a bad idea. I'm not going to do it. At least for me, it is. All right, let's see if we keep going. Can't seem to pass take profit trader evals. I mean, Bobby, I have a hard time as well. I mean, I'm telling you, the take profit trader curse is real. It is definitely a thing. Hey, there she goes up through the 600s. Oh man, every time I could have had a little better trade. I mean, nope, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do hindsight trading. Let's not do that. Not do that today. Can we get through the 600s once and for all? Crazy just how much we've struggled with getting through it. Yeah, Russ Abbott. I am convinced that Take Profit Trader, the whole reason that they can do daily payouts is because they have a 50% rule and you have to trade for 5 days with their evals. I don't know why, but that seems like it makes it really difficult. I don't know why, but definitely feels that way. This is I mean, if we pull back to like the 580s, then I'm just not gonna buy up here. I'm not doing it. Tempting as it is, we're not gonna. Isn't Apex intraday drawdown in their eval and PA accounts? Yes. Yes. Wait, you got banned by Take Profit? Manuel Sanchez? I didn't know Take Profit bans anyone. Why would you get banned? If they didn't have intraday drawdown on the pro accounts? Yeah, I'm sure that's also part of it. True. I had a reset funded account I just purchased for 450. I woke up and my account was blown. That's weird. That's very weird. How much is the intraday on 25 and 50 on Take Profit? 25K is, I think it's 1500, right? Or is it 1200? 12 or 1500? Now I'm not sure. Oh, you did a chargeback manual. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. You chargebacks. You do chargebacks on prop firms, they will ban you. All right, getting a pullback now. I mean, if we get a pullback back to like the 580s, we might consider taking a stab here. No, it's 15. So 1500 on the 25 and 2000 on the 50. Hey, you were a naughty man charging back. uh Right, let's pay attention here. Are we really going to triple top the 600s today? Like, for real? Do I do it? All right, let's do this whole. Not want to that. That is not how I wanted that candle to close. Uh, we got trapped. Unbelievable. That's so bad. Try not to panic out. Would be a trap for the shorts, so let's see if we can get a spike up. Do great. If not, I'm gonna move my stop to right there. It's such a bad place to have a stop. Such a not an ideal trade. Ah, yeah. Bad entry, and now just kill. Thoughts about killing this. I shouldn't. The bad trade. Yeah, trim trader. Agreed. Take profit trader is great once you get past that buffer, but getting past that buffer is no easy feat. A lot easier said than done. Let's hope this holds. Let's hope the 550s hold here, but we've got ourselves in a little bit of a pickle. The other thing that kind of I'm looking at is I have this thing going on. We can hold. All right, I'm chickening out. I'm gonna just cut my losses. That's a bad trade. Bad trade. I entered again prematurely, and I said we were not going to do that today, and I did it. I still did it. I'm not. That's not cool. Technically, right here is where I should have entered, but then I could have my stop where it should be. But now, this got me. It scared me. Faked me out, or it. Perfect example of not being patient. Not being patient. It's unfortunate. Just wanted to tell you how great your thumbnails have become. Thank you, Ralph Gruns. Thank you. Yeah, I know, Camber Trades. I know. I know. And I said I wasn't going to do that today. Always get in trouble when I do that. And I don't know why. I know why I do it. I know exactly why I do it. It's called greed. Not greed, actually. The better term would be FOMO. I have fear of missing out. The real reason I enter prematurely is I'm afraid I'm going to miss out on a move, which is, that's a problem. Has anyone used Elite Trader Funding? They also allow 20 accounts and now they 90% off. I am not using Elite Trader Funding and I'm not promoting them. They've had too many accounts that had not a nice profit in them. Once people have a nice profit accumulated, they just have this very bad habit of the accounts are just like they just disappear. I think with Elite Trader Funding, if you just take small payouts, little $2,000 payouts, you're probably fine. But you take anything more than that, and you're gonna have big problems. But man, with this market, not ideal. I'm really thinking about just calling it a day here. Thinking about calling it a day. It looks on the website like they allow 20. No, they don't. Someone I know got denied a payout for high frequency trading, even though they took one trade a day on ES. Yeah. Their activation fees, I'm not even sure. But yeah, VR. I know of someone that had an $80,000 profit in their account, and they log in one day and the account just disappeared, and they literally had to take them to court. And they got pennies on the dollar, but pretty scummy practices that I've heard numerous people report on it. So I feel like it's not isolated to just one incident. But I don't know. I'm sure there's people that probably have a good experiences on them, but don't like what I've heard. Curious to know how many Apex accounts do you trade at a time with Replicanto? Day trading, I do 5. So I group all of my accounts 5 at a time. We do 5, 5, and 5, and 5, and 5, and 5. However many. 4 rounds of 5 is how I do it. Man, I really need it. I might call it because I can't stream past 1 o'clock anyway with my doctor appointment. So I think we might as well call it at this point. Not really being fruitful. Would be cool to do a video about how you started your LLs and how you trade through it, like how you set it up, all that info. Yeah, that's a lot of delays in payout. Asking for recording. I haven't heard anything like that. Hey, Thoma, I appreciate it. Thank you. I was up 8K and they didn't pay biblical. Oh wow. Yeah, there is some severe thunderstorm warnings here in Ohio. So be careful out there. Yeah, now look at this. It's just doing the old tease. I don't like that. Feel like if we go below this 550, this thing could potentially pull back further. I don't know what to think. I mean, we've had a triple test of the 600s now, and it just does not seem like we can get through it. Are you using other time in the trade like 1 minute? No, I only use 2 minute. Only 2 minute. Hey, how we doing, Pine Tree? Good to see you. Hopefully, hope you're doing okay. One of my friends put a payout for 17K multiple. They first approved and then asked for 3 days recording explaining trade. And that was just recently, VR? I have not heard anything like recently. They only times that they do that is when they're suspicious that there's other people that he's involved in group trading or that type of thing, is from what I've been told. But yeah, that's interesting. I haven't heard that. I had not heard that recently, but that's usually what it's about. They're suspicious about group trading or trading with other groups, and they suspect similar trades across. But just do the I mean, if you just do the recording, submit it, prove what they want to see. I've seen numerous people back when they were doing it a lot more, and they got approved without a problem then. So that's what I would do. But yeah, that's interesting. All right, guys, I think I'm actually gonna call it. I think I'm gonna call it. There's nothing really to trade here, and I gotta go anyway. Another doctor's appointment. Yay, it'll be fun. No, this doctor appointment should not be a problem. This shouldn't be an issue. So I think I'm gonna head out. Take care, everybody. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the subs. Hit the like button on your way out if you don't mind. And take care, and God bless. Sorry, VR. I don't mean to ignore. You were saying if that is 10 days, if that is similar. I mean, especially, yeah, if he's asking for a video, then it could take 10 plus. Yeah. All right. Take care, everybody.